It's your girl Jada Coach back again for video 4. How y'all doing today? The 4th video is you need to know your purpose. Know your purpose. You can't date outside of purpose. That is the biggest mistake anybody can make, is dating outside of their purpose. That's the last video was leading up to this. When you're dating or trying to date or want to date and want to get married, you cannot date being, I don't want to say the word. God has to reveal his calling to you. So what is the calling? This is your mandate, your purpose in life, what he created you for. If you know that, then you just grasping for straws, and you're gonna get whatever falls from the tree. You ever know when you're at an apple tree and you see all the beautiful apples? I used to have an apple tree in my yard. All the beautiful apples, and you get your eye on that one, and you be like, yeah, I want that one. And you just shake that tree, you just keep shaking that tree because you want that particular apple. A lot of other ones come down that don't look right, some rotten, some this and that, but you're looking for that one that's hanging off that one branch, and you just like, I gotta get that one. That one finally falls, and then you're all happy and everything else because you had your eye on that one particular shiny apple. Whatever, it could have imperfections or whatever, but you just wanted that one. When you are dating with your purpose, without purpose, you're going to get all the different things in the bunch. Everything that's in the pie. It's like gumbo. Whatever shows up, knock on your door. Hey, I'm here to date you. The mailman, car lot man, neighbor.
It's 18 hours.
Neighbor, whatever. Everybody going to show up. And you're just going to be like, well, he liked me. I guess I gave him a try. He really ain't my type. I'm talking about like not the type I was talking about earlier. Just like you don't date anybody you don't have an attraction to. So that part right there. Some people just start dating folks they ain't even attracted to. That gets me right there. Because let me tell you something. Y'all get into an argument, you're gonna look at him like, what the hell was I thinking? What was I thinking? He got the nerve to argue with me, and he looked like that. Vice versa, he looked like that, and he arguing with me. I did him a favor. So, you know what I'm saying? You have to have the makeup situation. Being able to make up is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? When you're married, but you gotta have that situation where you able to make up with them, and it's a joy because you be like, you lucky you fine. I want to be mad at you. I want to hold a grudge with you, but you lucky you fine. You lucky. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dang. You know what I'm saying? And the fine is in your eyesight, not what nobody else thinks. Somebody else can look at your husband and be like, yeah, all right. He ain't all that. But if you deem him the prize, you deem him your king, then that's all you need. It don't matter what anybody think about. You have to live with him. You have to be with him. You have to, for better or worse, with him. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that you need to know, that if you date outside of purpose, you are going to hurt. Like you think you've been crying. You're going to continue to cry and 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 cry because you didn't listen. You have to give up your will for God's will. Because a lot of people walking around without their purpose. How do you find out your purpose? You ask God. You ask God as a Christian. That's one of the main things you should be seeking is, what is my purpose? What did you put me on earth to do? Why? Why did you put me here? If you don't know that, you got to stay away from dating. You got to pause for the cause. Because God has to reveal that to you. It is written on the tablets of your heart. And sometimes life happens, will tell you your identity, You feel insecure about doing certain things, and you say, well, this is easy for me, so we take the easy route out. Well, I got hired so quick, this is that, whatever, and you stay with that, and then you look up 40 years later, 50 years later, whatever, and you've been playing it safe. I'm not talking about playing it safe. I'm talking about doing the thing that is written, the contract that was written up on you by Holy Spirit. He wrote up a contract, a statement. You have a mission statement from the Holy Spirit. This is your mandate in the earth. You was born for such a time as this. This is what you are, and this is who you are, and this is what you're supposed to do before you leave here. When you get those facts straight, then you can date from a right place, a right heart posture. Because if anything that comes into your life does not line up with that mission statement, with the purpose, with the plan that God has revealed to you in your secret place, guess what? It's a counterfeit. Now that goes back to another Christian sitting on the pew next to you, the pastor in the pulpit, one of the youth pastors, whatever, whoever wants to date you. I don't care. Be a pastor, be a minister. I don't care. If they don't line up with your mandate, they're not the right one. If you call to do mission work and he's called to like, hey, I'm here to just, I can't go nowhere. I'm here to just be at a church, and God didn't tell me to go there, and I don't want you going. Guess what? You got to obey your husband. Don't leave him. But you signing up with somebody who does not agree with the mandate on your life. So when you come in, you tell them, like, hey, this is what I'm called to do. This is what I know I'm going to do. I may not be walking in it right now. I may not do it, but this is this and this is that. When you do that, he has to now decide, are you the one for him? Are you worth him pursuing you? Are you worth him the ring on the finger? Because he can say, well, I don't want to be married to somebody who's called to be in politics. I don't want to marry somebody who's called to be an actress. That sounds like a broke life. You know what I'm saying? What if you ain't getting a gig or whatever? I want to marry somebody that's called to, what else? That's called do hair. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you at the shop all day long. Whatever. I want you tired to come in and cook for me or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is, I don't want to marry a doctor. That's long hours of, and germs. Hey, I don't know. Whatever it is, he don't know. But I'm telling you, if you don't figure out who you are, your purpose, and what God has for you, you're going to marry wrong every time. Anybody you know, think about it in your life, anybody you know who has married someone without finding that out, they're mad or they're divorced. And irreconcilable differences. Because I didn't know that about him. I didn't know that about her. She changed. No, they didn't change. They finally woke up and stepped into their purpose. So I don't care what you're doing today and what you've been doing. One day, you're going to give God a serious yes. And you're going to walk that thing out that he showed you. You're going to walk that thing out that he told you. Until you get there, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Until you get there, you might be doing something on the side. But you need to, when you know it, and you're dating, and you're having a conversation to get to know each other, and be like, hey, I'm called to adopt kids. I'm going to adopt 5 kids. That's what I know I'm going to do. And then they go, I don't want no more kids. I got like 3 myself. What gonna do all my kids? How they gonna eat? But you're like, but God told me. But he fine. So maybe just 1. But God told you you're gonna be the mother of 5 kids. You're gonna help save 5 kids and bring them into a loving home. And you brought the number down because the guy you infatuated with, or you want to be so desperately your husband, he does not line up with that. But you like, hey. He said I can adopt 1, so I guess that's okay. I'll just adopt 1. But that's not what God told you. Marry the dream. Marry the vision. You lay out your mission statement while you're dating. If that person can sign up and say, hey, I agree Hey, do you, whatever God tells you to do, I'm with you. I'm talking about Christian dating only. Worldly dating, y'all do whatever y'all do. But as far as the Bible is concerned, you want to marry right and strong, not wrong. You want to marry somebody who says, okay, she's called to be a pastor. He's, or you need to know if he's called to be a pastor. You're like, I ain't trying to be no first lady. No, I didn't say, you know how many people divorced because they didn't want to be a first lady? I didn't know he was gonna get that call. So I ain't no first lady. I gotta go. No, I ain't trying to do nobody problems, nothing. But that's the whole thing. When you know who you are, the person you attract has to know who they are too. But it won't matter if he knows who he is and you don't know who you are. You get it? If he knows who he is, he like, look, I'm gonna do this. I'm an engineer. I'm doing this. I'm doing all these things, and I know this. But he doesn't know that insecure you or the person who does not know, have not been seeking God's face to who you are. He doesn't know that you don't know who you are. So when he presents that stuff, you're more infatuated with his life and his and what he can offer you versus is he a good fit for you? Does he fit like a puzzle? Does he complement the mission? Does he complement the purpose? The thing that God created you to do. So you have to get to know God. You have to get to know what we're here for, what we're doing. So I can find my partner and he's not in disagreement. How can two walk together unless they agree? There's no agreement. Y'all ain't going far. Y'all might get out the gate. Y'all might get down the steps. Y'all might get down a few years. But eventually, good sex is going to run out the door. And you're going to find out two strangers are cohabitating. Because the minute you give God a yes, for real, the minute you say, God says it's time for you to walk out the purpose and plan, and that person look at you and say, what you doing? Oh no, you're gonna sit down. Anything that goes against God's will, you're gonna it's like a clap back. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fight back and stuff. You're gonna be mad. You're like, no, God told me to do this. I gotta do this. But he's your husband. You're supposed to obey God over everything. But if you choose right, you don't have to disobey your husband because he knew it going in. When people start walking in their purpose, a lot of people start disagreeing, and in the wedge, it's like the scissors, wedging way, and then this one go this way, this one go that way, because they say, I didn't sign up for this. I want no part of that. I liked you, how you were. I liked and loved you for what I saw you doing when I met you. Now you want to go feeding the homeless and hang out with homeless people and do all this charity work and stuff. I want you to stay at home. That ain't no real job. But you love doing this. You come to life. This is your passion to open up this shelter, whatever it is. So marry purpose. Marry purpose. Date and marry purpose. If that person at the table, as good looking as he is, you got a little spit coming down and you drooling, you're like, no, just change your mind about me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that bad. Just think about it, pray about it. No, there's no praying about it. There's no thinking about it. He said what he wants. He says what he didn't sign, he's not signing up for, then that's not him. I don't care how much y'all laugh together. I don't care how much y'all laughing together. I don't care how many good times y'all had on the phone. I don't care how many times y'all prayed together. If he ain't it, he ain't it. So you have to say goodbye. So, marry purpose. Okay. So, this is Jada Coach. If you liked, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and I'll be back with the next video. Toodles.